Philanthropy has helped so many patients.
It's all about advancing health. It's about actually finding something that is going to make a difference and then implementing it.
You are transforming lives, those we care for, those who provide care, and the future of healthcare itself.
I would like to build a wonderful structure along with our team here that will outlast us, that we can then pass on to the next generation.
Having some of the best experts in the country in one place is huge.
Each visit with you is like visiting with a family friend. The time you spent addressing my questions during pre-op appointments made me feel as if I were your only patient. Thank you for changing my life.
You and the other nurses made me feel safe, cared for, and never alone.
Professionalism, knowledge, compassion, and humor shined brightly with every encounter I've had with you.
Your patience, attention to detail, and calming presence helped turn a frightening experience into something I can now look back on with a sense of strength and accomplishment.
Being a healthcare provider, as everyone knows, is wonderful, but it's not an easy job.
Philanthropy makes an impact on everything that we do here at the Burn Center, and it's going to be even more important as we continue to advance burn care.
Philanthropy is critical to the Musculoskeletal Research and Innovation Center.
It's about putting our patients' care first. It's a reflection of how we all come together to positively impact our neighbors and communities.
Donor support right now can make an enormous impact on how we practice, not just here at MedStar Georgetown, but in the entire region.
Together with our philanthropic supporters, we've surpassed a $200 million campaign goal to build a world-class facility.
The prone machine has not only impacted the quality of the exam that patients get, it's opened opportunities for patients that weren't always amenable to having the stereotactic procedure.
Philanthropy support helps us acquire the newest technology while continuing to enhance the capabilities of our team.
I've seen the remarkable work that we've done and tens of thousands of people that we've helped in their recovery.
It's a big step forward to continue to provide access to our patients who are seeking care.
The act of giving is just a wonderful personal feeling that you're doing something worthwhile.
This is why we do what we do, because of the patients.